Hey there, it's another month, and that means it's another episode of SOM ARTS. This month we're doing things a little bit differently. It's June, and on June 10th, Somerville Media Center is hosting its first ever fundraising telethon to support community media in Somerville. Here is a special message from SMC board member Joe Lynch.
Hello, I'm Joe Lynch of the Somerville Media Center Board of Directors. You may know me from Somerville Community Access Television's Greater Somerville. For the last 10 years, it has been my pleasure to be associated with this organization and its staff of media professionals. From Scat TV to Boston Free Radio to Somerville Neighborhood News, the Somerville Media Center exists for one purpose: to educate, inform, and entertain the residents and businesses of Somerville. As with all not-for-profit organizations, our funding, in part, depends on the generosity of the viewing and listening public. On June 10, 2018, the Somerville Media Center is holding its first fundraising telethon, a full 12 hours of music, news, entertainment, and education for you, our most prized audience. Live streaming on Facebook and on our website, cablecasting on Channel 3, on Boston Free Radio from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And don't miss the chance to catch all the action at the viewing party at Aeronaut Brewing Company. Please help us continue to provide you with the best in local entertainment, news, youth media education programs, adult literacy programs, and more. Please visit our website and contribute as much as you can. We love Somerville Media Center, and we hope you do too. Thank you in advance for supporting the Somerville Media Center.
Thank you, Joe, for that very important message. And just as Joe says, come out and support community media every day, but especially on Sunday, June 10th. Donate online, and we look forward to seeing you, and we look forward to presenting this telethon, our first ever. Now let's get to the listings. The Somerville Historic Preservation Commission will have docent-led tours of historic Somerville locales throughout the summer. So call 311 for updates the day of the tour. Rain or inclement weather will cancel the tour. It's free and there's no need to RSVP. So here's a few of the locations. Located at 439 Somerville Ave, Milk Rose Cemetery was established in 1804 on land donated by Samuel Tufts and is Somerville's oldest cemetery. You can tour Milk Rose Cemetery on Sunday, July 3rd at 2 p.m., Thursday, June 21st at 6 p.m., and Sunday, July 1st at 2 p.m. Or you can tour the old Powder House, which is the oldest stone building in the state of Massachusetts, and it's located between Ball Square and Teal Square at Nathan Tufts Park. You can tour the Powder House Thursday, June 7th at 6 p.m., Saturday, June 23rd at 10 a.m., or Thursday, July 5th at 6 p.m. Tour iconic Prospect Hill Tower near Union Square, just up that hill. Thursday, June 14th at 6 p.m., Saturday, June 16th at 10 a.m., and Thursday, July 12th at 6 p.m. I'm not sure if you get some sort of bonus if you tour all three, but you should ask. A Midsummer Night's Dream takes place at Nathan Tufts Park, which is in Powder House Square, from Thursdays through Sundays from June 14th all the way to July 1st. Theater at First presents A Midsummer Night's Dream, which they call Shakespeare's sex, drugs, and rock and roll play. Two young couples run away into the woods of Athens and encounter the fairy kingdom. It's wacky, it's magical, there's mischief and love triangles, and all of that is in this canonical work. The site-specific outdoor production will take place in the days around the summer solstice. So, outdoor Shakespeare, go check it out. Her Story is an evening of theater, poetry, visual art, and music. And it results from a year-long collaboration involving U.S. and Iraqi women artists, presented by the Fort Point Theater Channel, the Joyner Institute for the Study of War and Social Consequences, the Odysseus Project, the Center for Arabic Culture, and Partners in Iraq. The artists in the project have worked together for the past year, communicating electronically and meeting at a 5-day workshop last December. At that time, 3 of the Iraqi artists met with 4 Boston area artists in Dubai, which was a location accessible to both groups, and joining them were translators and Amir Al-Azraqi, an Iraqi-Canadian scholar, playwright, and co-founder of Her Story Is. This multidisciplinary art event takes place Sunday, June 24th from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at the Armory. And it's free and open to all. So for more information, you should visit fortpointtheaterchannel.org. Welcome back to SOM Arts, and welcome back to Nina, my regular guest from the Somerville Arts Council. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah?
It's always good to be here.
Always good to have you.
And it's finally nice weather out.
Finally, consistently nice weather.
We made it.
Yeah, we made it.
We survived.
This is what it's all about.
Winter ever.
This is what it's all about. So tell me what it's all about.
So June's a wild month.
Okay.
By the time people see this, we'll already have had 2 great events in June. And the next upcoming event is June 10th. It's right out in the plaza here in Union Square, and it's called the Fixer Fair. We've done this in the past. It's a partnership with Arts and Crafts, and the festival is basically about the idea that in our consumerist culture, companies want you to throw out things and get new things because it's better for them.
Manufactured obsolescence.
Exactly.
Look it up.
Dictionary definition below. Click the link below. And so Arts and Crafts is really interested in teaching people how to fix the stuff they already have instead of throwing it out and getting new things. And part of that is about not having as much waste, and part of it is really just about learning how do things work. Mm-hmm. It's really cool to actually know how does your blender work. You could take that apart and fix the piece instead of just getting a new one. And so Arts and Crafts will be on hand with a lot of people to help you. You can just bring anything you have and they'll try to help you fix it, whether it's clothing or electronics or equipment. They did warn us that if you bring an iPhone, they can't guarantee that it'll be okay to use after, so bring at your own risk. Apple products are a little tricky that way.
I'm sure.
But anything else is fair game. They'll also have some cool kind of junk objects for kids to take apart and put back together, and so it's a cool event.
Yeah, everybody has something that broke on them that's just lying around the house in the basement or something, and they, in the back of their head they're thinking of throwing it out, but they could actually take it to despair and learn how to repair it.
Exactly.
Personally, I rewired a lamp.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I bought an amazing lamp at the Davis Flea.
Yep.
And it didn't work, but I liked the lamp so much I learned how to rewire it. And
was it satisfying?
It's satisfying. I look at that lamp every day.
What a great poster child for this festival. So that will be 12 to 3 in the plaza. It actually overlaps with your telethon, which I know you'll talk about later, so people can come to one and then go to the other.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's on the 10th. The rain date is June 17th, the following Sunday. And then the next Thursday, June 14th, so on a weeknight, which is not our usual time to have festivals, we have a dance performance also right here in the plaza.
Cool.
So we had a series called Dancing in the Streets 2 years ago, and then last year there was a training. There was several dance companies selected to do a professional development series to develop new work and get support from practice dance artists. And one of these groups was a Jody Weber dance company, and so they'll be doing a performance here in the Plaza on Thursday night, June 14th.
Is it new work?
It's new work. It's a new piece that they developed through this fellowship project. So that will be really exciting. Come by after work, grab some food in the square, come enjoy some dance. That will be
Nice.
8:30 to 9:30 on Thursday, June 14th.
I remember that series from 2 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was all over the city.
Yeah.
So, are there any more events planned?
This one is the only one we have on the schedule right now, but we're definitely interested in continuing supporting these dance artists who were part of this professional development, as well as artists who weren't part of it. And one of the greatest things about the Dancing in the Street series was having these pop-ups, like you said, in non-traditional spaces for dance. There was one at Frost Park, there was one in a parking lot in Davis Square, really getting people who might not normally see a dance performance who are walking by to see it, and people who would normally go to dance, but it's inside in a formal setting to get to experience it in a new way.
It's bringing dance out of like the usual spaces and out into the streets.
Exactly.
That's very nice.
So that'll be really fun. Our next event, so we have a series that happens every year, Family Fun Day and the 4th of July fireworks, and they always go together. So Family Fun Day is always the Saturday before the fireworks, and it's really just a chance for children, parents, fun-loving people to come out. It's at Trump Field. That's on June 23rd from 12 to 4 p.m. It's a Saturday. And there's lots of fun activities and games for kids. There's bouncy castles, there's horse riding, pony rides.
Wow, really?
Yeah, really, on
Pony
Trump
ride.
Field. You know, face painting,
Cool.
all the fun activities like that, music. And then there's a free barbecue for families and residents.
Very nice.
And it's really just, since the fireworks is an evening and it's a weekday, it's nice to have a daytime event for little kids who might not make it to the fireworks to celebrate kind of Independence Day kind of week and all that.
And then the next day is fireworks.
So the following Thursday.
Following Thursday.
So Thursday, June 28th, which it's always the Thursday before 4th of July, this event. We have the Somerville Fireworks. They've been going, I think, about 10 years now, that since the mayor restarted having fireworks in Somerville. And they're 6:30 to 10, and we have a lot of great musical acts that perform, and then around 9:15 we have the actual fireworks. And it's a great fireworks display. They happen right over Trump Field. A lot of people come out. Usually we have about 15,000 people.
Wow.
So it's huge. And
Yeah, it's huge. I've been there, and like that whole section of, what is it, Broadway?
Yep.
Yeah, Broadway is closed off, and
Cedar, Franny Road.
Yep.
Yeah.
People start getting there early. So if you do plan to go,
Bring a chair.
bring a chair, get there early.
Yeah, it's really fun. The music's great. We have the 215th Army Band performing. We have Booty Vortex, which is a disco funk band that
Oh,
performs
cool.
every year. And they're lots of fun to hear, and it's always, nice to just kind of come sit outside. I always think it's fun when the street's shut down to be able to sit like in the street or stand in the street. I
Yeah.
always think that's kind of
Take the streets back.
Exactly. Take the streets back from cars, and just come hang out, listen to the music, and then hear the fireworks. And there's always food vendors, and it's quite the scene. It's a really fun Somerville scene, and it
Yeah.
really, I think maybe one of the most of any of the events we do has such a cross-section of people who live here. It's not just kind of one type of people or crowd. It's all ages, all types of people who live in Somerville, and I really enjoy seeing the diversity at that event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Moving right along, the last weekend in June, June 30th, from 5 to 10 p.m., we have the night market. This happened
yeah.
for the first time last year. It's in partnership with the Somerville Flea, and it's really just a nighttime artisan and flea market. It's going to be, again, right here in the square, in Union Square, and there'll be live bands performing, so you can kind of listen to music while you shop around. And these kind of events I really like because it's just a chance to bring people in the square, people who are already here to have dinner, have kind of some extra entertainment and something to do while you're here. You stay a little longer, supports local vendors, gives a little more business to the restaurants nearby, and it's pretty low-key, but it's just kind of a fun thing to do on a weekend night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what kind of vendors are?
Yeah, so the flea market curates the vendors, and it'll probably be about half vintage flea and half like artisan makers, jewelry,
soap,
leather goods, soaps, maybe things like that.
I always think of soap when I handmade soap.
Fun fact: I used to have a soap business in middle school where I sold at craft fairs.
Oh wow!
Who would have known?
Soap and craft fairs.
There you go.
And Nina.
And the Somerville Flea has really lovely products. They really curate it well. So all the artisans make really beautiful work, and it's all local artists. So it's really nice to get to support them.
Cool.
Yeah, and the bands are to be announced, but they'll be on our website if you want to check out who will be playing that night.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that's it for June for us.
That's
a lot. There's plenty to do.
That's a lot, and we left some stuff out that's already, by the time we tape this, that it's already passed. So
it's quite a month.
Yeah.
Which is great. It really kicks off the summer in a good way. And as a preview, in July we have the Art Beat Festival, which has been going on now for several decades. It's our longest running festival. It'll be happening on July 14th in Davis Square all day long and into the evening. It's an amazing festival. We have over 10,000 people that come.
Wow.
There are 2 stages of music, over 100 artisan craft vendors, food, interactive arts, anything you can imagine. This year, the theme is flip. We always pick a theme for the festival, and flip is the word we chose as our theme, and it's really about, flipping things upside down, looking at things from a new perspective. So a lot of the interactive art and activities will have flipped theme.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
It'll be fun.
I'll expect a lot of acrobats.
There will be some acrobats.
Oh, all right.
We were like, we can't have this festival without acrobats. We might also do a flip cup tournament, so look out for that.
Flip cup tournament.
Yeah.
Okay.
So check out our website for more details as they come up. We'll put all the bands and all of the different art activities up on there before the festival.
And the Somerville Arts Council website is?
SomervilleArtsCouncil.org.
All right.
And so you can find it there. You can also go to our Facebook page. Everything's on the Facebook as well.
All right. Very, very educational.
There you go.
There it is. Thank you again, Nina.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We look forward to each of these events, and we invite you all to attend every one of these and get out there and meet your neighbors and see some of the amazing stuff at each of these events.
Yeah, see you there.
Who doesn't love a midnight screening on a summer night? See films as they were meant to be seen in glorious 35mm at the midnight screenings at the Somerville Theater throughout the summer on Fridays and Saturdays. Though none of these films can probably be described as a classic, that's also not the point. The point is that they're summer guilty pleasures, and you just want to relax, chill out with some friends, and go see some cheesy movie. So whether you're discovering this cheese for the first time or the 50th, just head over there. Here's some of the films that are going to be featured in that series. The 1980 cult film The Apple is Saturday, June 9th. In it, young singers Alfie and Bibi have big musical dreams when they leave Canada to compete in the World Song Vision Festival. Though the festival's organizer, Mr. Boogaloo, rigs the contest for others to win, he shows interest in Alfie and Bibi, offering to sign them. But then Bibi is taken by the evil, wild world of rock and roll, and Alfie is determined to save her, even though Boogaloo says he owns both her and her soul. I've seen this movie, and it probably demands to be seen on the big screen, so don't miss that one. Matinee from 1993 screens Friday, June 15th. In October 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis occurs and the menace of nuclear war looms over the American South. Low-budget filmmaker Lawrence Woolsey is in Key West, Florida, debuting his new film, Mant, and thinks the prevailing mood of fear surrounding the premiere is perfect to stir up some excitement. A group of local teenagers prepare for the film's opening night, experiencing small crises of their own. See Mark Wahlberg in his prosthetic glory in Paul Thomas Anderson's 1997 breakthrough film as a writer-director in Boogie Nights when it screens Saturday, June 16th. In the San Fernando Valley in 1977, teenage busboy Eddie Adams gets discovered by adult movie director Jack Horner, who transforms him into sensation Dirk Diggler. Brought into a supportive circle of friends, including fellow actors Amber Waves, Roller Girl, and Reed Rothschild, Dirk fulfills all his ambitions, but a toxic combination of drugs and egotism threatens to take him back down. Additional films in this series include Streets of Fire on Friday, June 22nd, Garbage Pail Kids the Movie, Saturday, June 23rd, Car Wash, Friday, June 22nd, Xanadu, Saturday, June 30th, Good Burger, Friday, July 6th, and Summer Camp Nightmare on Saturday, July 7th. Tickets and more information are at somervilletheater.com. All right, I'm here with Ellen and Cassie from the Somerville Public Library, and they're here to talk about some of the summer programs that are coming up. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. So there are a lot of like any library, you all have summer reading programs.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you tell us about some of the reading programs and anything else you have going on?
Okay. We have programs at the Central Library and both the East and West branches for children, teens, and adults. For the children's program, it's going to kick off at the Central Library on Tuesday, June 9th with a visit from Ed the Wizard.
All right.
His program is described as Real Science Meets Harry Potter. Should be a lot of fun. And when the kids come to that program, they can sign up, register for the reading club. They'll get one of these bags filled with goodies. And then every time, in the bag also the reading log, so they can track their reading over the summer and check in with the librarians. When they do check in, they'll get one of these cool little brag tags that they can put on a keychain. They're all different.
Those are cool.
Yeah, I think that kids will really enjoy them. The Harry Potter Book Wizard, Very Hungry Caterpillar, and Chicka Chicka. So lots of things that kids will like.
Are there any sort of goals, like benchmarks, like every 10 books or 20 books? Or
no, there's
so
nothing like that. Just the basic idea is to read and enjoy reading, and then there's the benefit of kids who read during the summer don't lose ground from what they've learned in school during the school year. So it's kind of I don't know. Really, the incentive is just the pleasure of reading and a couple of little goodies.
Yeah, we don't have specific reading lists. Kids aren't required to read. For school programs, of course, a lot of kids already have assigned reading for the summer, so we don't want to add to that list.
Yeah.
They can keep it fun.
Yep.
Yeah, they can read anything they want, and you can binge read a new series, read all the Captain Underpants books, or all the Dork Diaries, or the Warriors, or just anything that you'll enjoy.
Cool. Binge read. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
People binge watch. It's trademarked by Anna Marie DeCecca Almeida.
Yeah, she did say she wanted credit.
Yeah, exactly. She coined the phrase. She gets the credit.
Okay.
And for the teens, it runs the same dates starting June 19th. They can register. What you do is submit very short book reviews. We have a form just with the title, author, a little bit about the book. And every time they submit a review, they get another chance to win a prize. At the end, we're drawing the prizes on August 16th. Yeah. So they could win a $25 iTunes gift card or coupon for a free cone at JP Licks. Thanks, JP Licks.
The adults have a similar program. It's the same dates. Well, for everybody, it's the same dates. The beginning is June 19th, and then August 15th is the last day.
So about a month, a little over a month.
2 months. Yeah.
Oh, 2 months, sorry.
Yeah, but then for adults and teens, both, when they get submit their first book review, they get some rock candy because Libraries Rock is the nationally chosen theme. And then adults also can submit extra book reviews to be entered into the drawing for a gift certificate to Grooves here in Union Square, or Porter Square Books also. And then the grand prize is 2 tickets to the American Repertory Theater. And thank you to them.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Right? Yeah,
those
that's
are
awesome.
some really good incentives. And so how do people submit the reviews? Is it written or is it online registration?
So for teens, it's just written, but for adults, you can do it at any of the 3 library locations. We have paper forms, but we do also have a link where you can do it on a Google form. It's a tiny URL, tinyurl.com/SPL Summer 2018. Maybe I can give that to you. You can put it on the screen. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and the forms for the teen book reviews will be available at all of our library locations.
Okay. And if anybody wants any more information about these programs, they should just visit the Somerville Public Library website.
Yes,
Yeah.
the full information will be there.
Okay, and that's somervillepubliclibrary.org?
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, and so what else do you have going on in the summer?
So much. There's going to be a children's program at the Central Library every single day.
Wow.
A lot of fun things we've done in the past, like Kidstock Theater will be visiting us.
And what is that?
Oh, it's a program based out of Arlington where the kids put on a show. It's a musical. Usually like a fractured fairy tale kind of thing. And they do all the stage work, they do all the acting and singing, and it's lots of fun.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. We'll have Pause to Read with Daisy, our little dog friend who comes and kids get to read to Daisy. There'll be craft programs, a very fun stuffed animal sleepover, and so many other things. For teens, we're going to be planning a big summer jam on the lawn. There's going to be a family movie, and we'll have more information about those events coming up.
That's great.
And the branches also have 2 kickoffs for the summer reading. You can sign up the same dates at all of the locations, but their kickoffs, I think, are the 26th and 27th. But they have a multicultural concert, so a bilingual concert at each location.
Wow.
That should be cool too.
That is a jam-packed calendar.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on at the Somerville Public Library this summer for all ages. It sounds amazing. And anything else to add?
Just that we hope you'll come visit us. The library's awesome. Libraries rock.
They do. I spent a lot of time at the library as a kid, and it leads to wanting to spend more time as an adult. And the libraries in this area, especially the Somerville Public Library, they have a lot of really good resources. So yeah, we encourage you to get out there and sign up for summer reading and go to any one of these events.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you to Cassie and thank you to Alan. That does it for this edition of SOM Arts. If you want to send us an email letting us know how we're doing, or if you are an event producer and you want to send some information about your upcoming event, you can do so by sending it to programming@somervillemedia.org, where I'll take a look at it and, hey, we'll feature it. SOM Arts and the Somerville Media Center Digital Community Bulletin Board are both services of Somerville Community Access Television and Somerville Media Center. So on behalf of Somerville Media Center, I'm Dave, and enjoy this awesome weather. Get out there, see some art, make some friends, and be nice.